Hello, mortals. I am Dr. Sombrio, and today we are going to explore one of nature's most terrifying manipulators. Imagine that you are not the true owners of your own minds, that every decision, every thought, may be controlled by a microscopic invader. In 2016, researchers discovered that people infected with a specific parasite were 2.6 times more likely to be involved in fatal traffic accidents. Coincidence? Absolutely not. The culprit? TOXOPLASMA gondii, the mind-manipulating parasite that may be inhabiting your brain right now. TOXOPLASMA gondii is no ordinary parasite. It is a master of neurological manipulation that infects approximately one-third of the world's population, meaning that 2.5 billion people carry this mental invader without even suspecting it. This single-cell protozoan is like a biological hacker that invades your brain's operating system, altering behaviors, personality, and even your most fundamental decisions. The scariest part? It does this completely silently and imperceptibly. But how exactly does this parasite take control of your mind? Toxoplasma's strategy is diabolically sophisticated. First, it needs to complete its life cycle, and to do so, it needs to reach the intestine of feline, its definitive host. When it infects rats, the parasite performs a macabre neurological reprogramming. It eliminates a natural fear that rodents have of cats. In fact, it makes them attracted to the feline odor. It is as if the parasite installs malicious software that rewrites basic survival instincts, transforming fear into suicidal fascination. The mechanism behind this mental manipulation is truly sinister. Toxoplasma forms cysts in the brain, mainly in the areas responsible for fear, pleasure, and decision-making. It alters the production of dopamine, the neurotransmitter of pleasure and reward, creating completely anomalous chemical associations. Where there should be terror, the parasite programs pleasure. It's as if it were an evil conductor conducting the chemical orchestra of your brain, making you dance to its deadly tune. Now you must be thinking, but I'm not a mouse. How does this affect me? Here's the real nightmare. In humans, Toxoplasma doesn't need to make us love cats to complete its cycle, but it still manipulates our behavior in disturbing ways. Studies show that infected people are more prone to schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, impulsive and aggressive behavior. Infected men become more dominant and jealous. Women become more extroverted and promiscuous. It's as if the parasite is testing different configurations in the human personality. The symptoms of the initial infection are deceptively mundane. In the first few weeks, you may experience fatigue, muscle aches, low fever, and swollen lymph nodes, symptoms that are easily confused with the common flu. But here's the horror. Once the parasite forms cysts in the brain, it remains there forever, dormant but ever-present, waiting for the right moment to influence your decisions. It is a lifelong infection that turns your brain into occupied territory. The forms of contagion are more common than you might think. The main route is through the feces of infected cats, which can contaminate soil, water, and food for up to 18 months. Poorly sanitized litter boxes are biological bombs. Undercooked meat, especially pork and lamb, is another common source. Poorly washed fruits and vegetables can carry the cysts. Even gardening without gloves can be a gateway for this mental invader. The scariest part? Pregnant women can transmit the parasite to the fetus, causing severe disabilities or death. Now the question that plagues medicine. Is there a cure for this parasitic possession? The answer is partially grim. During the acute phase of infection, drugs such as sulfadiazine and pyrimethamine can combat the active parasite. However, once cysts form in the brain, they become virtually indestructible, protected by the blood-brain barrier like microscopic fortresses. The parasite enters a dormant state, but is never completely eliminated, remaining as a permanent tenant in your mind. The numbers of this silent invasion are terrifying. 30% of the world's population is infected, representing 2.5 billion people under its control. In Brazil, the infection rate reaches 80% in some regions. The parasite increases the risk of fatal accidents by 2.6 times, raises the chance of developing schizophrenia by 50%, and infected people are 7 times more likely to attempt suicide. These are not just numbers. They are evidence of mass manipulation of the human mind. Remember, mortals, You may believe that you are the masters of your own minds, but perhaps you are just puppets dancing to the tune of a microscopic parasite. Every impulsive decision, every personality change, every strange behavior may be the silent whisper of toxoplasma in your neurons. The scariest reality? You may never find out if you are truly free or just controlled hosts. If this video has made you question who is really in control, leave a like to feed the darkness of the algorithm. And if you want to uncover more dark secrets that dwell within you, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell of paranoia. Until the next consultation, if you really decide to watch at your own free will,